Friday. Let's go. I'm gonna need somebody on TikTok to kind of help us out here. I need to see if you guys can hear Harvey. Yes or no? It's just a simple question.
Can you guys hear me out there? Everybody on TikTok, hear me loud?
Tell me if you hear Harvey, please.
Yes, everybody?
Merry Christmas 2.0. And they said yes, we can.
Everybody can hear me?
They said,
Yes?
yeah, they said they can.
Let's
Yeah,
go, baby.
let's do it, man. So obviously you can see for the title it says the Cowboy Cast band. Yeah, man. We don't know what happened, but we do usually go live on YouTube, Facebook, and of course TikTok. But I don't know for whatever reason something happened with Facebook. Well, we'll see what the end result is that in that. I know yesterday. Oh, somebody said they can't hear you. Or
They can't? Can y'all hear me on TikTok? Anybody?
let's take a look real quick. I guess wish them a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Feliz
Happy New
Navidad.
Year.
I don't know what
Mer-
other language.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
I guess wish them a Merry Christmas. I don't know what other language. No,
I think they could barely hear me.
can you hear yourself right now?
I'm trying to. Let's see. Everybody out there? Anybody? Nope.
All right.
All right. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, they're gonna be able to hear you now.
Okay.
Harvey, anyways, we got banned, man. We got banned from Facebook. I don't know. I just want to say first and foremost, if it was something that we did, I apologize first and foremost. But I will say this: thank you though for all those that tune in. Thank you for all the faithfuls, and we've been getting some. Not only do we have day ones, but we've been building a Cowboy Cast army, man. None, it's like a none other one, right? So it's crazy, right, Harvey?
Yeah, man. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. All we can do is keep going, man. It is what it is. No one's gonna hold us down. I'll tell you that much for sure, 100%. Ain't nobody, bro. Ain't nobody.
Tito Sean, that's a new one. I haven't seen you on the thread, man. But grown men still believe in the Cowboys. Yes, yes, there is
We
still
do,
some,
man.
yeah.
Yep.
So and then somebody says go Eagles. Yeah, your Eagles are pretty good. I will tell you this: the team that I would be afraid of would be the actual 49ers right now when we look at things. So I don't know. How deep do you want to dive into the 49er team, Harv?
I mean, doesn't matter to me. I mean, they're. I guess I'm the type of person give credit when credit is due, right?
They played
Because
yesterday.
that's just the type of person I am. They did win. I don't know what to say about them just because whenever this I have this thing about rivals, right? Or within division games. They know each other so well, it doesn't matter about records. They always play each other very well. Other than the Niners and Rams, I don't know what it is about Kyle Shanahan. He has McVay's number. I don't think they've ever lost to the Rams when it's been McVay and Kyle Shanahan. Am I correct? Or am I off on that?
I mean, it seems like Well, I mean, number one, he's been with him since the Washington. I mean, they were at the Redskins, right?
Yep, yep.
And so from there, of course, they brought Sean McVay from the Redskins, and they knew what they were getting. Right, was a sharp coach that knew details. I mean, that's one coach that can recite to you a whole first, second, third, and fourth quarter, like play by play. So that guy's super sharp. But obviously, the Rams have come to this point where they're not relevant in this season. Doesn't mean next season's gonna be irrelevant. It just they had just some bad turnouts this year. But I mean, looking back right now, I mean, I know we got some Eagles people here, but they want to they want to come and take shots at us, man. But the Niners are the ones that has me and Harvey double checking and making sure that Cowboys are ready. I think the Eagles need to check. Hey, is the Niners ready, man? Because they're
Yeah.
definitely, you know what they're doing is they're stopping the run, man. That if you could stop the run, make that team one dimensional, those defensive ends, those I mean the linebackers can fly around, defensive ends can get to the quarterback, and what happened? Look, interceptions, turnovers. I mean, you talk about it, it happens, man. So I think right now the only way out through NFC to the NFC, it does look as much as I have faith in Dallas Cowboys, it does look like the 49ers are going to give every team in the NFC a run for their money.
Yep.
Well, that's the team that you need to make sure that you're scheming up your running game going the right way, and of course your wide receivers the right way. But let's get right into it. Harv, there's some big news. You know, it's Cowboys Nation. That's why we love this, man. You know what I mean? It never gets old. I know the OBJ story is kind of old, but hey, we gotta relive it, man. And here it is, man. So let's see if I can get us both in the screen at the same time. Yeah, there we are. We're both in the screen at the same time. So this is from Bobby Belt. He's actually the Cowboys he's an actual Cowboys. He's a Cowboys insider. He works on 105.3 The Fan out of Dallas, Texas. Odell going to join us. Odell's going to join us. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones told USA Today. Right. He said this on Thursday. There's a good chance he will. He will. Right. With the complete goal of getting ready for a playoff game or two, and then I'll look to the future. But most of it being about now. So right there, Harv. I mean, shoot. I mean, I know that we kind of got over it because we got T.Y. Hilton in, and I mean, he spent what 10 hours a day trying to understand the playbook and whatnot. I mean, when we look at it, we had said we're not going to talk about Odell, but I mean, it looks like it's already a done deal. And I believe from all the research we did was the deal should be done around Monday or Tuesday this week. In other words, it's signed. It's signed, and he'll join the team. So, what do you think, man? I mean,
I think to me, it's uh, just from the rumors and little things that I'm hearing here and there about Jerry. I think he wants OBJ. Number one, obviously, it's a given. But I think he's being smart about it, and the only reason I think he's being smart about it is because of Stephen Jones. I think Stephen Jones has been that temperature gauge for him. Like, hey, Dad, this is not a good idea, or if it is a good idea, let's put some incentives on it. So I don't think they're treading water somewhat. So I think this deal's gonna have incentives on it. I don't think it's just gonna be like, hey man, if you get hurt, you're done. Like you ain't, you know. So all Odell has to do is prove himself to me. I mean, he's betting on himself. I think that's why he's asking for the $1 million now, and then it's a prove me deal. Like prove it to me that you're gonna perform. I'm okay with that. I don't know about you, Jerry. Are you okay with an incentive deal?
yeah, man, I am. But I will say this: I think that when we look at the look, we talked, we touched base on the 49ers, and there's a reason why I want to touch base on them, right? I think if you notice, what is it about them that they did last year and they're doing right now before the games? I mean, if you notice, what do? They come out with the beat with the boom box. They're all dancing. You know what I'm saying? That they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to act like if they're bullies or they're trying to bring out attitude, which is good and all. But Harvey, have you seen anybody on the Cowboys when they score a touchdown do a gritty? I'm just asking the question, man.
Nah, man.
I think
Nah.
I think Odell, if he could score a touchdown, man, he's gonna bring some attitude, man. He's
Yeah.
gonna bring that grit. You know what I'm saying? The gritty dance. You know what I'm saying? Because he could do it. You know what I'm saying? He's an LSU boy, and you know obviously Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. They're the ones who made it famous, but I think I think that that's why you make a move like this. It's because of that attitude, that little added dimension where you cannot bring eight in the box. You know what I mean? That's what the 49ers do. You know what I'm saying? They rush four, they bring in two, they're stopping the run. But if you have Odell, you do that, and Odell's ready to go, and he can go on a go route. Man, see you later, man. Goodbye, right? I mean, that's a touchdown. Because what's the one thing that Odell can do very well aside from his speed. What has Odell been known for all these years in the NFL?
The way he catches the ball, man.
Man, he's a hand catcher, bro. That's
Yeah.
that's just what it is, man. And if it's anywhere in his vicinity, what does he do?
Oh, he's gonna catch it.
They're gonna
Whatever. It's like he could stand in the middle of a garage door and he's gonna catch it any way, shape, or form around that garage door, man. Pretty much.
I tell you, man. I'll tell you that. Hey, I love our TikTok army, man. They're helping us out here. I know the chat is not. I know normally we are very engaging with the chat right now. We have 3,800 likes. That's
Cowboys all the way. That's right, Sadie.
yo DC for life, man.
Hey,
And
so
so
check this out. And this is why I think Jerry is so adamant about OBJ because I was thinking about it, like what can he bring? What's so let's say that goes no huddle, right? Empty set, shotgun. Think about this. I want everybody to think about it.
open
You
set shotgun,
you got Gallup on the left, far left, OBJ on the far right, right?
lamb in the slot.
Lime in the slot, right? Then you can Ty whoever Ty in the other slot, and then you got Schultz. Bro, I'm just saying, Jerry.
That
What do
sounds
you?
scary.
It
That sounds,
does it not?
I mean, dude, they're gonna have to abandon the defensive play call right there.
Like
What's up, Adam? Big dog.
Adam, what's up?
No,
No,
dude.
but Jerry,
That
imagine like think about that lineup going no huddle, or not even no huddle, just a play. Like
that
who?
that will make the defense. I mean, they're gonna have to play honest, man. They cannot. They're not gonna be able to come and attack the way. They're not gonna be able to dictate nothing. You know what I mean? And you know what? What have we learned, man, from all these years, and from just every year that we were blessed with? What have we learned, man? What happens to a bully after a while, man?
Hey man, he gets settled, bro.
A bully
It,
gets bullied, man.
yeah, it
And you
gets
know what?
settled. We settle it one way or another.
I'm just saying. I think that this is a great chess move. Do you right? Somebody's asking, do you think OBJ is coming to Dallas? I really do think that it is.
Yep.
It is a yes. I think if anything, OBJ kind of I think he showed his hand too fast, and nobody was able to pay him what he was wanting. So
No.
I think right now Odell Beckham has always been that very passionate player where he wants to prove you wrong and prove
Yep.
himself right. And he's done a great job, especially coming from the Browns to the Rams. And
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a completely different Odell. I mean, it looked like the Odell that came out of college and just took the league by storm. So I will tell you this, man. Yes, I do think it's right. Do you think he's healthy? He is healthy. He told Michael Parsons that he was five weeks out from being able to do cuts and whatnot.
That says no.
Well, right now he's not healthy, but come playoffs, yes, he will be healthy. And that will allow him to give him that little wiggle room that he needed, right? Because the thing that was uncovered, which we shouldn't know about this stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, it's the NFL, so nothing gets by in the NFL. But the first surgery on his knee, it was a botched surgery, and he kind of he rehabilitated it. He came back too fast, and look what happened, man. So it's unfortunate that he has to go through this, but I'm glad that you know what it almost seems like if you look at the way the stars and the moon is aligned, it feels like it's going to be a Cowboys year. But man, we still got we still got the Eagles, we still got the Vikings, but we got the 49ers still in the NFC. So
But you know what? Like I said, Jerry, I mean, I'm okay with people not talking about us. I'm okay with them saying Philadelphia's legit, the Niners, man, nobody can which is true, right? Let them have all the glory, man. Let them have it. Let's just take care of our business and wherever the cards may fall, man. Because I feel like every time the Cowboys are the best team, they do this, and something happens, man. This team, I don't know. I don't know if it's a curse or what. Like, you know what I'm saying? So give them all the glory, man. Hey, the Eagles are the best team in the NFC. Cool. Niners are second. We're third or fourth. Whatever you want to say, man. Let's just go out and play, man. But we got to take care of business first on Sunday for sure.
hey Joe, hey, he was the first winner of the cap. Joe Rios, he was the first winner of
Joe
the
Rios.
yeah, Jose Rios. But so doing the playoffs, he would be fine. So during the playoffs, he would be fine.
Yeah.
That's what Bruce said. Yes, he would be fine.
Yes.
And Joe says all those offensive weapons sound great and amazing. Dak just has to be on point, and that O line, man,
Yep.
has to give him time in the pocket. let's talk about that, right? Because that was the topic of conversation, especially knowing that Tyron was going to come back. Jerry Jones didn't make it no secret he was making his return this week. We said, "Oh man, yesterday we hadn't heard anything official, but today
Now,
they said
yep,
that Tyron's going to be on the right side."
yep,
So let's talk about that, Harv. Segueing. Um, I mean, but let's give a shout out to Adam too. Not worried about OBJ, worried about the turf monster, and that's because I think the next 3 games are going to be all grass, right?
yep.
It's going to be Jaguars is grass. I think it's Titans is grass, and then the Eagles is grass. So I'm sorry, Titans. I'm sorry, Jaguars, Eagles, and no, wait, the Eagles is in Dallas, right?
Is in Dallas, yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. But yes, I mean, yeah, he's been one of those guys that has said about, you know what I mean. He's been one of those guys that wants grass fields, man. So yeah,
Yep.
you're right on that one. But getting back to what Joe was saying, I like Dak, man, especially what he did in that fourth quarter. But man, he needs to start that. He needs to start that way in the first quarter. And looking at what Tyron is going to be playing right tackle, Zach Martin on the right side, is it more because they want to go ahead and get that solidified? Do they want to solidify the right side and say, you know what, we're gonna go and stick it out with Tyler, and then maybe bounce Jason Peters when we need to?
Yeah,
Or
I agree with that, Jerry, because you got to think you already know what you have in Tyler Smith on the left. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Why change it?
but
And
I have a bigger, deeper question. And hold on, because the TikTok is getting lit up. But
it is great.
I have a deeper question. My question to you is: does that mean that the Cowboys are sold on Tyler Smith being the left tackle of the future if they're not willing to give it back to Tyron Smith? And we'll get back to that question. But that's the actual segment for today. So let's go ahead and go back to this.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, for sure, the offensive line it would definitely help out Dak, right? Bruce says with him and CD Lamb together, is the defense will have problems with that. I think yes, man. I mean, yes, right. I mean, not only that, but it's gonna allow the Russian attack for the Cowboys to run free. He says you have to stop the run. Or no, he says the Cowboys have to stop the run. Yes,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. Uh, I think that the one thing with the 49ers that we were specifically talking about, or let's go into a little bit of detail with the 49ers is, with them, they've always been known for that running style type of offense, right? And Kyle Shannon has always been known for, you know what I mean, getting the running game going. And man, he almost looks like a quarterback whisperer, but when it comes to the Super Bowl, they're choke
Yep.
artists, man.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? So that they got to break that stigma. And they're in the same seat as the Cowboys. 1994, 95 was the last year they won the Super Bowl, and Cowboys was 95, 96 when they won the Super Bowl. Of
Yeah.
course, it's 94 season, 95 season, the way
Yeah.
it works in the NFL. But yeah, stopping the run. The only thing with the 49ers is they got Christian McCaffrey, and with him, man, if he could get out once he chip blocks, he gets out and he goes out and he turns a little 5 yard catch to 20 yards, and that's the one thing that Cowboys need to do, especially when it comes to 49ers. Stop the run, but make sure you have a hat on Christian McCaffrey at all times, and I think we do have the personnel on staff to do that.
We do.
Alex, they want a dominant right side. Castillo and Martin was our best side to run to. Yes, I believe that makes sense now looking back, right? Because yesterday I was saying maybe it was like a gamemanship, right? Like in other words, not trying to fold, not trying to give out our, you know, strategy. Was it a good part, Harvey?
No, it wasn't, and I think if you Jerry, if you weigh the pros and cons of that situation, he's right. They want the right side to stay dominant, right? But I keep going back. Tyrone Smith messed up his left hamstring,
Yeah, I know, man.
and his kick leg is his left side. So if you play him at left tackle, you're running the risk of maybe hurting that left hamstring again. But if you play him on the right side, he's actually kicking with his right leg, which is the healthy one. So it makes sense, man, right? I
It,
mean, at
it
the end of the
does.
day, so
It does make sense. We got some DC for live. Are you happy with T.Y. Hilton?
yes,
I know you said
100%, man. I'm telling y'all right now, I would not. If Kellen Moore does not run some deep patterns with T.Y. Hilton, well, I'm not gonna be shocked, but he he has to, man. If you got to see, go back and look at T.Y. Hilton's highlights. What is he doing? Going deep or coming across deep posts? That's what he does,
Yep.
and you have to account for him, man. He can still run,
He
and
gets
then
it.
he and Jerry, he had a whole year to rest and get ready to go again.
No, you're right.
That's I'm just saying, man.
No, no,
He
you're right, man. Yeah, I mean, you've helped me see that too clearly. Adam says they want Tyron on the right to protect Dak on both sides, right? And then of
yeah,
course, and then he says I agree with Alex. So yeah,
yeah,
man. I mean, yeah, if why make it lopsided, right?
yep.
Make one side dominant. At least you know you could set these runs. Well, you know what I'm saying. They're gonna develop and they're gonna form and they can at least get some kind of running game going because that's gonna be the hard part is who can establish the run, especially in the playoffs and inclement weather that we can expect, especially like if let's say Philly has I mean right now is probably like the worst time. I mean, how cold is it in Philly right now? I mean, how cold is it, where you're at?
It's about 40 right now.
Yeah. And
But
you were expecting snow
it's
and all that stuff.
expected to snow on the 23rd.
You see what I'm talking about? Like that you don't really want to be playing those type of games in that kind of area. But when you do, what do teams typically do? They
Got it.
lean on the run. It's easy. Bruce says CD Lamb needs help. Is that a true statement, Harvey?
No, you know what? I'm gonna say no, man. And this is why I'm gonna say that. I think at the beginning of the year they used CD Lamb the wrong way. And I'm talking to Bruce. You got to think, man. They were still running him as if he were uh, if he was still with Amari Cooper. But when you notice they started putting him in motion and watching the defense, what they're doing, they took advantage of the defense and they try to create mismatches with CeeDee Lamb, which worked. If you look at the last couple of weeks, they were just using him wrong, man. In my opinion, that's what it came down to.
But I will say he does need help because we've seen him get
Yeah, but
triple.
I'm saying I think you have to give him the benefit of the doubt, though. I think they were using him wrong, Jerry.
No, yeah, you're right because we saw what he did. Let's go back to the Colts. Was it the Colts? Yeah,
Giants.
when he when he took the under and Dalton took the over, and it. He seemed to have got tackled, but CD knew that he wasn't tackled. He got up and scored a touchdown.
Yep.
So yeah, when you start using him like that, that was good. Uh, and Yeah, they're agreeing with that statement. And some Bruce says, man, that they were upset that he wasn't able to get free. And
I
then
think
and so,
Bruce. I think they were accounting for him, man. That's what
and
they were trying to do.
somebody says NFC runs through. So like when they say through, they're saying like they threw the ball. I guess
I think so. They
through
through the yeah.
through.
Got it.
I threw you the ball, Harvey.
Yeah, I
So
got you.
yeah, that makes so much sense. Let's see what Oscar has to say. The best Super Bowl chance since the Daz no catch season. Ooh, man. Now that is a topic that nobody's talking about. What do you think, Harv?
That what did he say? I'm sorry.
Uh he he doesn't he didn't spell through right, so that's why,
Oh, I got you
and
through.
so everybody's laughing now. But hey, it's what happens when you guys are trying to, again, you guys are trying to deal with the rascal, man. You're gonna get rascal things. Do you think that this is the best Super Bowl chance that we've had since the Dez did not catch it?
Yeah, man. 100%. 100%. Just because of the way the defense is playing. A defense, man, you got to admit, this is even that year that defense wasn't this good. So, Eagles would crush the 49ers.
Oh man, man, go watch that game again yesterday. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this:
I
it's
I
gonna
think
it's gonna come down to the three teams: the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Niners. Right now, the Niners they look like they're playing that they all look like they're on sync. The Cowboys right now they just need to fine tune the offensive scheme. You know what I'm saying? Get the running game going and have that right balance of run and pass and let that defense just be disciplined, man. Don't over pursue. Don't be trying to make the big play. Stay in your lane, make the play, and man, you could be somebody to really do that. With the Eagles, the Eagles they have relatively a good defense. Their rushing attack is has done a great job. Hey, they got on the they've been able to put up a great season, man. As far as win to loss rate, I mean, 12-1 is definitely a very hard thing to do in the NFL, and they've been able to do it with the schedule they got. But we saw we saw we saw how close that game was, right? But again, right now we got the Jags, man. We got the pesky Jags right now. Trevor Lawrence, man, he's a grown man. He's still young. He's still young. He's still young, but damn, he's a grown man, man. He can fling it. He's a smart quarterback. What do we need to do to stop Trevor Lawrence?
I think I said it earlier, man. I think we need to bump and run these receivers to kind of break the timing, even if it's 1 second, man. And that's 1 second too long. And then they have to finish the route, maybe give them 4 seconds to throw the ball. And by that time, man, either Micah Parsons, Sam Williams, Armstrong, somebody's already on him. I think that's the game plan. I think that's what we should do. But the minute you give them space and you do all these times, you give them time to throw, I don't think it's going to work out good for us, man.
I don't remember Oscar, but I really appreciate him chiming in. Imagine Romo with this defense.
Don't get me started, man.
I mean, I've heard it. I've heard people say that to me. And then Adam, we play Brady first round. If we win and the wild is he asking do we win that wild card game?
Yeah, yeah, we win. The
Oh,
Bucks ain't doing too well.
it looks like the Bucks are trying to check out of the season already, man. So but I will say this, the Jags, man, what can we do offensively? Do you think what can we do offensively that the Jags need to account for? Because when we looked at their injury report, we thought Trayvon Walker might miss, but he participated today and he's questionable, but he participated in practice. He has that high ankle sprain, man. He's been doing some good things for that Jags defense. Man, he's gonna be one of those matchup nightmares for the Cowboys on offense, man. But how can we actually get this defense to get them on their heels, I guess, or
I'm
put
gonna I'm
or
gonna
put them on skates,
I'm
right?
gonna replicate what Bruce Ward said, man. Run the ball. I know it's so cliche and we keep saying it. We have to run the ball. That's it. That's what it comes down to. It's simple as that.
Somebody says the offense is good, but the problem is more calling the plays. He needs to do it like in Minnesota. I will say this: Minnesota does a good job of scheming. Justin Jefferson open, and of course their running game goes pretty good too.
Not when they
So
play the Cowboys, though.
that was a good game for us. It said Romo would make a great defensive coordinator the way he he reads plays on commentary. I remember for a while they were calling him Romo Damas, right? I think it was. Uh, and then somebody says we need another cornerback. Man, that's all they've done is pick up nothing but cornerbacks.
Yeah, they have. They've been picking up corners, man.
Trayvon Mullen, Mackenzie Alexander, and then
Sheffield.
Sheffield, right? They're
Yep.
all they all have some kind of Sheffield more importantly. Parsons and D Law attacking from both sides, man. Right now, that's been money for us, man. But it looks like when these offenses want to do the RPO, they've been having to have Micah play that spy, right?
Yep.
And it's unfortunate because it takes away from him being able to put up the sacks that he wanted to. But I love Parsons because he's doing he what he wants more is he wants to win. He wants to win the championship, and I like this. And somebody said Romo's football smart period, and somebody saying Slay and Bradbury is the best cornerback duo in the league. You know, right now they might be the best duo, but Cowboys have the best cornerback period right now in the league.
Yeah.
Period. I did hear this from a YouTuber recently. I said if the Cowboy fans can go back right now in time, right? Because back then the thing was everybody was upset with the Cowboys because they drafted Zeke Elliott and Jalen Ramsey. When you look at the 2 seasons that they had, now this is not my content. I got this from somebody else, but it made me like think like, man, you know what? This guy has a good point. Do you think the Cowboys made the right selection in Zeke when we look at how Jalen Ramsey has played these last 2 years? You would have still gone Jalen?
No, I would have gone Zeke.
Oh, okay, so you saying the Cowboys made the right selection?
Yeah, because you got to think. No, I couldn't. You this wouldn't have been scripted any better, right? But what is the best thing to do for a quarterback? Establish the run game. And for Zeke and Prescott to play together, man, you can't ask for anything better, man. Honestly, it just worked out that way.
Yeah, Batman and Robin almost, right?
Yeah.
They fed off each other all these
Yep.
years. Somebody, of course, is saying I love my Cowboys, but they need to stay consistent. Period.
100%.
Right now, at this point, who could beat the Cowboys? Let's be honest. Who could beat the Cowboys?
There's t- honestly, there's only two teams: the Eagles or the Niners.
No,
Who
I think
you said who you said who could?
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like I was saying it more in that sense. Like I think that right now they're their own worst enemy because of
Yeah,
this, right? Like somebody said, hell yes, right, about the consistency.
yeah,
And someone said,
consistency.
are you worried about Dak's interceptions? No, man, I'm not
No,
worried about his interceptions. Obviously, he knows about his interceptions too, because I think they asked him, and he said it too. He goes, "Dang, I have 9." But I'll tell you this: I mean, we've seen that he can put up those great stats, but right now he's in it to win it. Adam says ourselves. He understood what I was trying to ask, but yes, there's two teams, the Eagles and the 49ers. We understand that, but the Jags are what is up ahead. We can't sleep on the Jags, man. They're not
no,
the Texans by any chance.
no.
Look what happened to the Cowboys with the Texans, man. We have 6,600 likes on TikTok, man. We have 14 people actually.
Y'all push the likes, man. Push us farther.
Yeah,
Let's
we like
go.
likes
Let's
it.
go. Push the likes.
Somebody said facts. Now I don't know if they're saying about an eagle or egos, right? Or whatever.
No, he's saying who's I think he's replying to which
Oh,
team, I guess.
no,
That's what he
maybe
said.
are you worried about Dak's interceptions, perhaps? Well,
That
anyway,
was just
anyways, someone says yes, establish a run. I agree. The main thing is they need to stop the run. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure Dan Quinn knows that too, man, because
yeah.
they've had success. Dalvin Cook was stopped. Jonathan Taylor was stopped. I know last week Damian Pierce broke up. What was it? He barely hit the 100-yard mark, but Damian Pierce has been one of them guys that, and I think that for the long term, the Texans have a good
Yeah.
solid running back there.
So fair Tim, we talked about it earlier, man. We think, in my opinion, I think Odell already signed, but they don't want to say nothing. But we think he's gonna sign, man, 100%.
What is it? Oh man, Joe Rios. Every now and then, a team plays down to the level of their competition. Right? That's what happened against the Cowboys with the Texans. And you know what? What do the Cowboys usually do? They play up to the level of competition, don't they? So I'm just saying, when it comes to facing against the Eagles and the 49ers, it's coming, man. Do you think the Cowboys can beat Tampa in the playoffs? Of course I do. Yeah, of course they do, right?
Yeah,
And then Joe Rio says Texans, Texans, but the boys came back for the win, and we're all business in the fourth. Yes, sir,
we
man.
are, man. We
Dak,
were.
man, we were trying to get that clip of Dak just talking to the team. It looked amazing. If let me see, I gotta proofread some of these.
If you can have any player from the other NFC East teams, who would it be?
NFC. Damn, that's a good question.
NFC East.
Oh, NFC East. Man, that's a really good question.
That is a good question.
Because there's really nobody in the NFC East, man, that I really like as far as player. I mean, man, I don't know. I'll get back to that one on now. Somebody said worried about the 4.5 spread.
Honestly, I know who I would take.
Yeah, who's that?
I would take McLaren, the receiver from the Redskins.
Oh, okay. All right. What up, blue collar? Somebody wants to say excuses. Is OBJ be a number one and move CD Lamb to a slot? Nah, I don't think that. I don't think he'll be the number one. I think he'll just help CD with not being double team and triple team. Somebody says you guys are so biased. Come on, what Cowboy fan is not? Big play Slay. Slay is good. Yeah, he's good, but he's like 33 years old, man. How long do you think he can keep up that speed and play, man? Uh,
Yeah.
and Alex, right? Ever since we lost Callahan as O line coach, our offense line hasn't been the same. Anyone knows why they got rid of Callahan? Shoot. Oh man. I think we talked about this before we even started the Cowboy cast, didn't we, Harvey?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, like Joe Philbin looks like he gets things right with the offensive line for the Cowboys, and then we have a complete little lapse of offensive line play. And
I never liked him, Jerry.
you
I
talk about
never,
Philbin or
yeah, I never liked Philman. Callahan, that was the best offensive lines we had, man, when he would put them together. Alex is right. Like, but if you look at everywhere he's been, like, they were great, man. I think, where is he at now? The Browns?
I believe so.
Come on, man. I,
Late
I don't
surgeons. Yeah, Cole Beasley was signed to Buffalo Bills. I think that's what triggered Odell Beckham, right, to kind of come this way. Oh man, going position by position with the Eagles. Come on now. Uh
know.
and then somebody said that should help the Cowboys with their run game. So I don't know what he's talking about there. Don't matter. We need him back. You're talking about Callahan. So I mean, look, right now, I think it's too late to be making any kind of coaching changes. We have to ride out with what we have. Now, the last question, Harv, I guess, and this is going to end it for us because it's Friday. I know you got things to do. Uh, my question is, with what we have up ahead, right? We have tough matchup with the Jags. Cowboys cannot sleep on the Jags. They cannot sleep on. I mean, and then the tough matchup with the Eagles, and then after that is the Titans, and then the Commanders. I mean, even though the Commanders didn't look good last week, they're still a very gritty team. It's
Yep.
not easy. This is not an easy stretch for the Dallas Cowboys right now.
No, it's not.
And
It's
and,
not, man.
and if you look at the strength of schedule right now for everybody that's making the playoff push, Cowboys have the hardest schedule, I think,
Yep.
to when you look at it going out, right, finishing off the season. So, do you think that Mike McCarthy has what it takes to make sure that he can correct the mistakes either by Dan Quinn on defense not stopping the run, or by Kellen Moore making the mistakes and not having a balanced offensive attack? Do you trust Mike McCarthy that he can make those adjustments?
Come on, Jerry. You know what I'm gonna say.
Say it there.
You know I don't trust Mike
I
McCarthy.
know you don't. Why not? No, he's a Super Bowl winning.
I don't care. If you're a Super Bowl winning coach, let's think about last year. I'm gonna say it again. What kind of Super Bowl coach says after the Niners game, my team looked nervous for this game? It's
No,
your job to prepare them
yeah.
and
Well,
get them fired up to play the game.
I think at that point the 49ers I think what he was referring to is when the 49ers came out with the boombox and
It
blasting.
don't matter. It don't
I
matter.
think that's what he's talking about, right? Because these guys came in with attitude and they're still carrying their attitude around, man. But does that mean Parsons needs to come out with a boombox and start dancing around? I mean, overall, my question is: can Mike McCarthy get these guys ready? Each and every week. If
Well,
let's just say we have a slip up against the Jags, that doesn't mean the season's over.
no, 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 no.
You can still go on, make the adjustments, get ready, go face the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be an easy game. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Let's say Cowboys come away with that win against the Eagles, then you're back into the playoff picture. Now you're finding your seeding. So I think I'm gonna disagree with you on this one, Harvey. I believe in Mike McCarthy, man. I think that he's shown it. He's shown it time in and time out, man. And I think that this year he's gonna have this coaching staff ready, man. Um, so
Well, I can only hope, but
somebody needs to take control in that locker room and hype them up, right? So they don't have no fear. I always thought Demarcus Lawrence did that for them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The hot boy thing, but they never, you know what I'm saying? They never brought out the boombox, or you know what I'm saying? They never really got into that stuff. But
I think we got a comment from YouTube.
oh,
Javier Tocayo.
the guy starts with our offensive line, man. We've been talking about that
It
pretty much.
does, man. It does. Like,
It feels
we
like
got,
3 days now, man.
yeah. Hey,
Like
we got it.
4 days actually.
But that's what it is, man. Like, that the offensive line has to be. I think that's why they're so adamant about moving Tyrone Smith to the right, man. They got to get this right. This has to be right. You can't mess this up, man. It starts with the offensive line 100%.
For sure, for sure. And then somebody said penalties, penalties, penalties. That is the issue. You know what? You're
Has
right.
it been has it been an
I was
issue
gonna say,
lately though?
in the beginning of the season it was, man, the
Yeah.
penalties were catching up to the Cowboys, but there's been a couple penalties here and there where I'm saying, like, yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. You don't want to be that team that's making those errors, especially when at this latter part. Whew, man,
Hey,
we got 20,
everybody.
well, we have 20, no, now we have 25 people on with us right now, man.
Hey, so they keep asking, is OBJ guys? We think OBJ already signed.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it's already done. It's a done
yeah,
deal.
it's a done deal. Like they just haven't said anything. Now,
It's a 1 year deal though.
yeah,
It's not anything. It's a 1 year. Let me prove it to you, and then they're gonna revisit it in the offseason. So yeah, I think it's done. Uh, and look, somebody keeps on saying Dak needs to shake off the interception bug. I don't see that. Somebody says OBJ's knee shot. Man, TikTok's really they
hey,
don't want us to
M.
go. There's 30 people on now on
You see,
TikTok.
M. Marion said, "I'm a 49ers fan. I'm rooting for the Cowboys to beat the Eagles down and soften them up for us."
A
That's funny, man.
there you go. That's the kind of discourse we would like from a rival team, right? So, uh, no, don't need OBJ. You're absolutely right. I'm kind of excited to see what T.Y. Hilton still brings.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I know OBJ is a little bit younger than him, and OBJ is a different wide receiver than him, right? OBJ is kind of one of them slicky, smooth, route running
yeah,
technicians with crazy speed, with amazing hands, and he still has that. You know what I mean? Yeah, his knee was not, it wasn't repaired properly. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we get you guys. But let's see what T.Y. Hilton can do, and then of course, I think we should hear about OBJ Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully, if he does sign, man, is done and we could get it over with because I'm tired of talking about OBJ not being able to focus on the team that we have on hand. And for those that are new, right, we want to say thank you for joining us. We do this Monday through Friday, actually. And if you actually join our YouTube, you can actually see when we go live. Make sure you just, turn on the subscriptions. Of course, like it, share it, help us spread. I mean, we've been doing this since I believe we went live, November 5th, I believe.
yep. November 5th.
We do breakdowns of course the Cowboys defense, Cowboys offense, and then the opposing offense and the opposing defense.
Hey, hold on, man. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't a podcast unless Swag gets on.
Where's Swag, man?
Swag, where you been, man?
Is he on?
He said, "What's up, boys?"
Uh-oh, look, we got a Lions. We'll see the Cowboys in the playoffs. Hey, good luck. I don't want to see the Lions right now.
No, they're playing really good, man.
I do not want to see the Lions. I'm sorry.
They're doing pretty good. They have a lot of momentum,
Forget
man.
about OBJ. Worry about re-signing Pollard. Don't waste salary cap
Yeah,
money.
Steve, I agree, man. I
That's a great
agree.
point.
I
Tony,
agree.
Tony Pollard will give you a better return for your investment because number one, he doesn't have that much tread on his tires. He's still relatively young, and now he's starting to understand his role, and they're getting him involved in the passing game. I like TP. I would like him, but yeah, I think he is gone, man. That money's gonna be crazy. I think Saquon is on that list of running backs. It's Saquon, Tony Pollard. Man, we went through that list. You guys need to tune in, man. Make sure you go to our YouTube, subscribe. We got banned from YouTube. I mean, from we got banned from Facebook because normally we go live on Facebook, but yeah, we got banned from there. I don't know. Maybe it was an Eagle fan. I don't know. I know that Eagles fans were on yesterday. We had a lot of fun though. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, for sure.
No, there's swag, right? He says Cowboys going to win on Sunday, and they're going to win. They're going to be NFC East champions. Let's go, swag. That's what we needed. And then somebody said, I agree. I think our receivers that we have are more than capable. Zeke and Pollard, that's good duel.
Yeah,
Dak leads the NFL in points and turns the ball over. How am I wrong? Well, I mean, you're talking about 9 interceptions. Like that's not something to like really, like sit on there. Uh, Alex says Cowboys will cut Zeke next year to sign Pollard. I think that's kind of like already the writing on the wall, right? It's
Eagles.
unfortunate, but Swag is wrong. Eagles have this title. Come on, don't do that to Swag, man. Hey, I think that's it for us, Harp. Did you want to end it on any great note, right?
Yeah, man. So yeah, I appreciate everybody coming on. Especially all the Eagles fans. Obviously, they
And
all come on. They always want to. I don't know why they're here,
we got
but
49er fans too.
we
That
do got 49ers fans, and it's kind of weird how they all just want to hang out here, man. I don't understand it, but hey, we welcome everybody, man. As long as you're keeping it, respectful with everybody, man. I don't care what you do at the end of the day, but just be respectful, man. There's no point in you coming in here and trashing other people, but hey, we're just here to give information, man, to our fans. That's what we do. And if you can't receive that with your team, we'll give you some information too. That's what we're here for, man. And that's all I got, Jerry. I'm ready to go, man. Sunday.
hey, thank you all. TikTok, we love you. We'll get back to you guys later. Sunday. Hey, Facebook, Facebook, please give us back our rights.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, but thank you all for tuning in. For those that are from, maybe you guys migrated from Facebook. Hey, please stay here, right? Because this is where we want to grow. But thank you all. Sunday kickoff, all right? You guys